You know how people love that true crime. You know, you have a lot of true crime podcasters. For me, the OG was that Snapped. Okay, I used to love the Snapped. I wasn't a huge fan of the first 48 or anything like that. But I like Snapped and I like Web of Lies. I like all the ID, that investigation discovery kind of stuff. That was my stuff. Okay, me and my dad, we used to watch Snap together and all types of stuff. Right, I truly loved it. Well, Alex, what you talking about? Who cares? Right? The reason I bring that up is I haven't committed any crimes that were, causing bodily harm to anyone else. But you have this one particular woman in South Korea who loves serial killings and she loved this true crime so much. She said, well, I'm curious, can I just do it myself? I just want to see what the bee's knees is all about, right? And she ended up doing it just out of curiosity. All right, y'all, this is a weird story. Before we get into this, do not forget to leave a comment down below. Also, do not forget to like and subscribe, and I would appreciate it if you hit the thanks button down below. Now, let's get into this story, okay? Woman obsessed with true crime who killed stranger out of curiosity. She has been sentenced to life in prison, y'all. Okay, I'm happy, y'all. Thank you. Get this lady off the streets.
Say that.
But she was so curious. I wonder if it's so easy to do this and do that. Could I do it? Kind of reminds me, before I even get into the story all the way, it was a story that happened at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Actually, the same year I was there. Okay, it was all over the news. Okay, this guy Christensen, he went and killed this Asian chick, and he started saying that he was a serial killer, but then the police was like, I don't think so. So this fool went in. He almost got this one white chick. She was from like England or something. I watched a whole documentary on it. And he tried to get her first. And the lady, she was like, you're a cop? He was like, yeah, we're patrolling the area because, there's somebody on the loose of me. If you could come in the car. And she was like, oh, I don't know about that. She's like, oh, I'm good. And then he left, and she was like, 911. She's like, there's a guy trying to get me up in here. He's pretending to be a police officer. And that same day, he went and got her, because with her, I felt she was more book smart than street smart. Okay. And he said, yeah, I'm a cop, hey, I gotta have a badge and all this, and I'm in an undercover vehicle. And I mean, because she was supposed to be heading to an apartment and to sign a new lease for a different apartment, and she missed her bus, and then she encountered him, and he was like, I could go and take you, as I'm doing my runs or whatever. And then you never seen her again. So you have some real nutbags out here, okay?
Right.
And then you have people like what I'm about to get into who enjoy that, not just knowing like, oh man, this is what this person did to these poor people, oh my goodness, and maybe even look at some of the stuff like warning signs that may be in your own personal relationship or something that you may encounter in the future, as like a warning sign to you. That's kind of what I look at it as, like, oh man, this is crazy, what if this happened to me? How could I prevent something like this happening to me if it comes to that point? You know what I mean? But you have people like this who they are like infatuated by it, and they're like, oh man, I am very curious. Can I recreate that? So let's get into this particular story. It says a young true crime obsessed woman who killed and dismembered a female tutor out of curiosity will spend the rest of her life behind bars. The judge ruled. 23-year-old Jung Yo Jung, okay, I think that's how you say it, was sentenced to life in prison in South Korea. Yo Jung was arrested in June in connection with the premeditated murder of a female tutor she met online. Okay, police said she created an elaborate plan to meet the woman and kill her, just because she just wanted to see what it was like. You know how people say, like, for me, I want to go to Quebec, Canada. I just want to see what it's like over there. For her, she's like, well, I just want to off somebody. I just want to see. I mean, it's like the same thing, right? Okay. Jung was found to have premeditated the crime driven by a desire to kill someone after she became obsessed with murder from TV programs and books. Okay. Yo Jung posed as a mother on a tutoring app who was searching for someone to teach her daughter English. Okay. She found the victim after contacting 54 people who were mostly women on the app. She arrived at the woman's home posing as a young student and dressed in a school uniform. And the tutor, she thought that she may have been like in middle school or something like that. Because this chick is what, 23? I thought that she was probably in middle school. So that's what they were thinking. Now, another question I had that the article did not answer said that she found the victim after contacting 54 people. Now, I'm curious how that worked. Like, why would it take 54 people before you found the right person? Are you looking size, differential? Because let's keep it real. Asian people are typically smaller. Okay, so it's not like you're gonna get some big, basketball player. I mean, but are you looking for someone that's smaller than you? Are you looking for someone that is around, like, okay, around my same height, weight, whatever the case may be? I mean, what could have been the reasoning for why you were like, okay, out of 54, I pick you. You know what I mean? I wonder what that particular reasoning was. Was it, hey, you could come to my house, and everybody else was like, we're going to meet at the library or something, or I'll go to your house or something like that, and you didn't want to give out your address. I don't know, but let's continue. Let me know what you all think would be the reasoning for that. But let's continue. After entering the victim's residence, Yo Jung stabbed her multiple times, then went into a supermarket where she purchased bins and bleach before returning to the residence where she dismembered her. Yo Jung then took a taxi to dispose of some of the body parts in the woods, and this is what I love right here, and the driver alerted police of her suspicious behavior. Partial body parts were discovered in the woods while additional body parts were found at her home. Now, here's the thing. The taxi driver, he was like, okay, she was probably like, yeah, just go over there. Yeah. And she's probably doing all this, probably doing some of this because she's so nervous, and she's and he was probably like, okay, she looks a little agitated, she looks a little nervous, she looks a little guilty. I don't know. She may be on some stuff, okay? And who's to say? I mean, they said that she stabbed her multiple times and then, got all the other equipment. So, and she dismembered her body and all this. So I'm curious in regards to that. Did you have some blood on your body, maybe some blood on your face that he may have seen, looking in the mirror like, okay, this girl got a little bit of blood here. She looked like she tried to wipe it off. She's sweating a lot. So very, 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 very happy of this man's vigilance, or, just as a taxi driver, but I'm assuming it's a dude, but very happy of the taxi driver's vigilance. Okay. Because that's really good, because who's to say that this broad isn't like, oh, well, I mean, the first one went easy. Ooh, yes. Okay, well, let me try again. Okay, so let's continue. Police also said her browsing history showed that she searched how to kill and ways to get rid of a body in the months leading up to the murder. She was convicted of murder, discretion, and abandonment of a corpse. In addition to her sentence, she must also wear a tracking device for 30 years. Okay. They said that the victim, they don't have her name or anything like that, but they said she was a 26-year-old. Now, I don't know how South Korean law goes, but it said that she has to wear a tracking device for 30 years. I don't know how that works if you're in prison, because it said that she gets life. So, every country has their own different system for all that. So I'm curious how that works. If you, aren't you in prison? So why would you need that? I don't know how that works, but let me know what y'all think about this story down below. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you enjoyed the video. I would appreciate if you could leave a comment down below, and also do not forget to like and subscribe. I would also appreciate if you could support me at latricelimited.com. This is my own personal small business where I sell bath and body wellness items, such as I have bath bombs, I have soaps, candles, essential oil blends, sleep eye masks, and a whole bunch more. I'm actually going to show you two featured products. So this one is my candle. Okay, this is my vanilla wood wick candle. As you can see, there's wood in there, and it gives a nice crackling sound. It's like a bonfire, a campfire, but in your house, yo. Smells so freaking good. This, my sweet roses, are my top scents for me personally. I also have soap. So this one right here is this nice cool water soap that I have. It's more of a masculine, sexy scent. So I would greatly appreciate if you could go and support me. And now I hope you have a good day.